And good morning. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are not. We are back, sore-throated but well-rested from a week away with a bunch of friends. It was so good. I was speaking to Tom about this a few days ago and realized that we took 4 days off in March, which was to do the 10-day extravaganza on the house. I'll link all of those videos if you haven't seen them yet. But we did the 10 days on the house, and then other than a couple of random Fridays that have been taken off, some for a long weekend, some for a long weekend to work on the house, we've not actually taken any holiday this year. So to hit mid-September and take your first time off is pretty intense, particularly if, you know, we're working in our full-time jobs all week and then working on the house all weekend. It's been a lot. And so this week was just filled with sun and the sea and hanging with friends and having really good times and eating really good food and drinking way too much and ultimately just wrecking my body from the inside out. But it was all worth it. We had an amazing week. And that means that we are back. I'm feeling rejuvenated, I'm feeling motivated, I'm feeling refreshed, I'm feeling basically every positive word I can come up with off the top of my head right now. And yeah, it's been a good week. But it's time to get back to the house. We got back in last night and Martin's already here, and Tom and Martin are already hard at work just on some finishing bits in the bathroom and then taking up some floorboards downstairs, the ones that we failed at last week, but we're giving it another crack now with Martin, who always knows what he's doing, unlike us. I, on the other hand, have some pretty exciting jobs. This is always my favorite part, when a room has come together and then I get to swoop in to decorate and furnish and buy pretty things. Yeah, this is my favorite part. So today I'll be going to B&Q, IKEA, a couple of home stores, trying to get all of the finishing touches and the final bits for our bathroom. So let's get to it. Greenwich is pretty good. It's got like a good selection of stores and an IKEA. It's also like 15 minutes from where we live. I've just clocked. It's 9 AM in the morning, but today's a Sunday, so nothing's gonna be open for 2 hours. Okay, back into the house. I'll see you in 2 hours.
We're back, and we've got a star guest with us today. He's been away for 3 weeks, enjoying the sun on the Costa del Sol. The one and only Martin. And that means one thing. Stuff is gonna happen.
Why didn't it happen in the last 3 weeks? That's what I want to know.
So we want to install the shower, the toilet, the vanity unit, pretty much everything. So I'll take you through that today. So we're just connecting the flush water pipe to the toilet. We're just adding it to the existing water line.
Make it nice and clean.
The toilet filling up for the first time. Exciting stuff. Martin's plumbing handiwork going on. Look at this. Wow. It's the little things, you know. Big milestones. We are speeding through it today. What we've just done is the toilet. Now we're doing the vanity unit and the sink. And then the final job for the bathroom will be to install the shower glass. So yeah, hopefully we can get it all done today and finally have a bathroom reveal in the coming weeks. So yeah, carry on. Lovely toilet installed. Now just putting the wall brackets on for the vanity unit. Oh my God. It's coming together. Now it's time to install the shower. A couple of hours later since doing the shower frame, and we're back to square one again. We assembled it and it was the wrong way. Because to be fair, the instructions were pretty poor. So yeah, back to square one. We're going to do it right this time. and it's actually really nice that the shower will be finished today. I'm buzzing for it. Can't wait to show you guys.
I'm just laying in bed being so annoyed at myself. Ignore the drilling you can hear. I'll show you what the boys are up to in a sec. But basically, we've been using Velspar in B&Q. And Velspar, we used it for the front of our house when we wanted a certain Farrow and Ball color, but we couldn't find Farrow and Ball masonry paint anyway. What Velspar effectively does is they can color match any paint there is with their own paint. So it's pretty affordable. It's not too expensive. It's certainly cheaper than kind of the Licks and the Farrow and Balls, etc. So after we were so pleased with the outside color, we just decided to do the same for all of our internal walls. So I get to the Velspar counter and I tell them what I want, and the color's not on their system. And so they asked me, do I have a sample that I can give them, and the sample can be scanned and they can make that color there and then. I didn't know. Maybe this is stupid, but I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought, and saying it out loud makes sense as to why I was so incorrect. I thought they'd have every single paint color for every single company already in the system. But all they actually have is paint colors that have been matched by customers, other customers previously. So I needed samples, physical samples, and those physical samples I'd left at home. So I'm now just basically at home sulking because I didn't get the paint I needed. And I could go back. I've got an hour. I also went into IKEA, and pretty much everything on my list was sold out at IKEA. So I've just bought it all from Dunelm. It's ready to pick up on Tuesday. I'm just gonna do it that way. And I think I've made a vow to myself from now on just to internet shop. There is nothing that winds me up more than going out to shop and it being a big old fail. Some things I did get, however, from IKEA were storage containers. And that means that I can get all of our downstairs bathroom stuff into the upstairs bathroom vanity, because the bathroom's all hooked up. It's ready to be used. As you can tell by the chippings, they started the day by installing the door lining over here. And now they're downstairs just having another crack at taking up the floorboards, which Tom and I miserably failed at last.
Well, Martin's got majority out, except this one, and then looks like he's struggling all over this one.
I mean,
just
2 out of 50.
As soon as the camera comes.
It's always the way.
And we were filming the whole time, so maybe it was us being on camera that was causing the issues. So, I'm going to talk you through the technique in what Martin told me to do to get the screws out, basically, which we couldn't. So, first things first is you want to hoover out all the dust with a hoover. Second step is to use an old screw and just scrape out any more dust. So basically you've got everything out possible. Once you've done that, use the power drill and make sure it's right in the grooves, put a lot of pressure down, and then it should come out. If that doesn't work, then just use a drill and just drill off the head. Apart from that, floorboards are up. We're putting the insulation down, ready for that winter.
So yeah, going well-ish. We'll see how long that takes, but in the meantime, I'll show you some more bits they've been up to. The boys were also painting the bottom of our radiator black. They just used this stove paint, I'm assuming, because it does well with heat. Very cleverly, in my opinion, protecting the walls with the cardboard, and then just, yeah, using some old packaging to do a perfect hole around it as to not get any on the tiles. So yeah, I think that looks really cool. So good, just gonna let that dry and then we can get the radiator on. All the lights and the extractor fan have now been properly installed in the bathroom, and I don't want to show you too much because I don't want to ruin the big reveal, but I'm just now getting some storage bits into here. I bought a bunch of these from IKEA, don't know why that's wet, but a bunch of these just to slip in there. And then this far less glamorous situation is the bathroom that we've been using since we moved in a couple of months ago. So I'm just gonna get all of this cleaned and organized and popped upstairs.
So with the floorboards finally up, we've taken 3 up, and now we're going to put the insulation underneath the floorboards. So what we're going to do now is cut the insulation to size in between the joists, and to support it from underneath we're going to just use some old pieces of pallet, which I managed to finally take apart, and just put 50mm nails underneath and just hammer it up. So there's not enough space to put a impact driver there. I don't think we're going to finish it all today, but yeah, it's good to get started and start taking away some of the insulation down in the living room to free up some more space. So I'll show you what I've done so far. 3 floorboards lifted up. I've cut some insulation and it runs all the way along to there, and we're just going to work our way down here. So I'll report back after it's done to a fully insulated floor.
Okay. This renovation is about to get very hard, and also my seasonal depression is about to set in too, because it's 7:30 right now, and this is what outside looks like. It's been good so far, just being able to film at any time and not having to worry about the lighting and looking greasy on the forehead, but winter is upon us, which is terrible in some ways and good in other ways. Terrible in the sense that life that you know it is over, your social life's going to be terrible, 8 months of darkness, freezing all the time, your bones hurt. The good news though is that no one's going to make any plans for ages because nobody wants to be cold and go outside. So hopefully we'll get stuff done in the house really quickly, and we need to because we still don't have any radiators. Some exciting stuff happened today specifically, and I'm going to show you. I've also picked up some supplies for something exciting that happened today. We have doors. So many doors! I'm aware how terrible this quality is, but that is downstairs. Here's the landing. The quality is terrible because we have no landing lights, but 2 whole doors. This is the bathroom door. I'm not going to show you too much because there may or may not be a bathroom reveal behind that door. And this is the door to our bedroom, or the loft bedroom, which is going to be our bedroom. But here's a little spin of the room as it is. It's all painted, it's good to go, got some samples, and I think we're definitely gonna go white regardless. Have I got a story about those bedside tables, but that's for another video. And then back into the darkness, but this leads to the back bedroom, or what we're going to use as a dressing room. So, doors on every room upstairs, baby. Some very interesting information for any first-time renovators out there. Doors don't come painted. We have to paint our own doors. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Also, if you're thinking like, does this girl own any other clothes? The answer is no, because I got paint over all of them. So now I force myself to wear one outfit every time I paint. So Tom caught me in the nick of time. We've now taken off the door handle, and also told me I had to paint all the inside of this. So, slightly bigger job than I intended. Not that you could tell by the outfit, but the door's looking okay. The doors are looking okay. The, not architraves, but the wood around the doors, the door lining, whatever it's called, they're not looking okay. They're a nightmare to paint. So this is where we've got to so far. I've done this door in here, and then in the bathroom, I've done, oh, don't let you see too much. I've done this side of the door. And then round here, I've not done that door at all. So it's gonna be a long night ahead, but I realized this paint, this like satin wood paint, just ruins every brush it touches. So I painted with it last night, I soaked it in spirits and everything, and just, they're all ruined. So now I'm set on getting all of these doors done today as to not ruin another couple of pairs of brushes, but yeah, that's basically it. The fun never stops, eh?